So when I initially saw the Apple Vision Pro, then I was at the launch event, and I thought it was a really cool looking device, but it didn't necessarily make me immediately think, wow, this is something completely unexpected or unprecedented. When I tried on the headset, it completely changed my opinion. It's one of those things where you have to try it on and experience it. And once you do, it really just blows your mind. The capabilities, the experience, the how well it worked. It definitely over delivered on that. So we walked in and somebody gave us a phone with a typical facial recognition thing. And so first we had to do that, like just like you would for a regular phone, up, down, look to the side, and do all that. So I waited in a room until they were ready for me, and then they had a device that was already there. That was adjusted for me. I was amazed at how accurately it could track my eyes onto little things, like you're talking about, like a little menu box, for instance, and like there's like a little closeout X button, like just like on your computer, or a little bar to move it. And just by looking at it with my eyes, I was thinking maybe I would miss the X, because then you click with your fingers, and every time it did it perfectly. So it really tracks your eyes. It's amazing. Right now, I get the impression that Apple is really throwing everything at the wall with the Vision Pro. Like they don't know necessarily who it's going to click with. Is this going to be a gamer device? Is this going to be a productivity device? Is this going to be an entertainment device? And it can do all of those things. So they're sort of like, kind of, they're not necessarily positioning it as aimed at one of those communities or one of those markets versus another. Right now, the Vision Pro costs $3,500. That's a lot of money. I think the plan is that the price will come down over the years. I think some analysts have said within 3 or 4 years, maybe they expect that Apple will be able to sell it for $700 for a device, which seems a little bit more reasonable for your average person. Right now, there'll be a lot of early adopters, of course, that are willing to pay 3,500 just because they're super into the tech. And I think the other thing that needs to happen is the so-called killer app. So in technology, there's something called the killer app. It's kind of the idea of some kind of an application or a use for the technology, for the product, that makes it so irresistible that you have to get it. And so without that, like right now, there's a lot of cool stuff, like a lot of the things I described on the Vision Pro are really fun and cool, but none of them are necessarily the killer app where you see that, you see your friends have it, and you say immediately, I need to have that because it's just so killer.